Sorry for the overly dramatic title, but I just felt I needed to clear the air on a lot of what's going on around Star Trek Picard Season 3. I didn't want to impede on my review, which will be coming up after I'm able to watch the episode. I didn't want to overly encumber it with surrounding details. Do we need to see the behind-the-scenes drama, the on-screen drama, the rumor mill, when we watch our review, that being mine? I don't think so. So I wanted to just get it out now. Modern Trek, you see, is like a train. It used to be like a car. You drove a car, you went where you wanted to. If you went somewhere bad, that's fine. You can just leave. Go somewhere else. But when you're on a train, and you got the binoculars, and you can look out the window of the train, and maybe where you're going is bad, and where you came from is good. Or where you came from was bad, and where you're going is good. Either one, you're on the rails, right? You can predict what's going to come. You can say, I don't like this destination, but maybe the journey is fun. Can the final few episodes of a season, 10-episode long movie, can that really retroactively ruin the whole season? We're going to be battling these questions when we review Star Trek Picard Season 3. If these reviews / previews, whatever you want to call it, are to be believed, this should be divisive. I've seen people who loved Picard Season 1 and 2 not like this. People who despise Season 1 and 2 love this. I did my due diligence. I spent over an hour reading all these reviews leading up to the release of Star Trek Picard Season 3. Just look here. And what I've discovered is that I'm just going to have to trust myself, basically. You see, I've seen people say that this is the TNG reunion you wanted, if that's something I wanted in the first place. This is what you've been waiting for. This is the best season of Star Trek ever. And then you get something like Engadget. I just read this review. This is one of the ones I was reading. Normally, I don't read reviews beforehand. I just go in blind. But at the behest of some people in the comment section, they've been saying that this season should be different. There's something materially different about the season. So, like I said, I did my due diligence and I read these reviews. I read the whole gamut. I went to YouTube. I typed in Picard Season 3 review. I watched the first 5 videos that came up. All glowing. And from people who generally tended, I guess, not to like the first 2 seasons. I didn't love the first 2 seasons. Going in blind, my honest thoughts were that they weren't that good. Season 1 had like 1 good episode. And for Season 2, the first 2 or 3 episodes were okay. These good episodes occurred near the beginning. These reviewers, I guess, got the first 6 episodes. Some got the whole set. Okay, they got the full meal deal. And they still loved it. Is this going to be a case of the first 6 episodes being good and the rest being crap? Are the insiders lying? Are they telling the truth? I've seen some compelling arguments for both sides. Engadget, if you read this review, it's a nightmare. It's the first half of this review. I thought I was reading a practical joke. It seemed to have nothing to do with the show. But then we got into the meat of it. They seemed to be making a compelling argument for why this show isn't very good. Meanwhile, we look at Trek movie. History notwithstanding, I bet you these people were probably pretty favorable of the first 2 seasons. Although if you read these reviews, you'll find that the people reviewing them specifically did not particularly love the first 2 seasons. This person here, a glowing review. Who do I trust? Who do you believe? I think at the end of the day, we need to believe ourselves. I need to just watch it and go in blind and trust what I believe. I'm not going to put down anybody who's saying they love it already. I was planning on going into this, unfortunately, primed to not really like it, but let's just say after having seen some of the glowing previews from a lot of people who sounded trustworthy, I'm looking forward to get back on the bridge. Okay, I'm looking forward to getting back on that bridge and reviewing this first episode. I never thought they could do this, but they've somehow created a spark of excitement in me. I see things like, oh, this isn't like Picard Season 1 or Season 2. It's not mopey, it's not really sad. But these trailers, if you watch these trailers, It's dark. They're in a nightclub. Here comes the nightclub. 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 Where's the brightness? I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out tomorrow. So I'm Lieutenant Mark. Hopefully this clears up some of the confusion surrounding Picard Season 3, and I can go into my review for the first episode without having to update you on what's going on here, because this is very strange. Usually, all the reviews going one way or the other way, say all the reviews are positive or all the reviews are negative, something could look manufactured there. But looking at this, it's kind of like a mixed bag, and it makes me think something's happening. There's something going on here. I've been told that behind the scenes, the crew behind this is totally different than Season 1 and Season 2. I guess Terry Matalas brought in all his own people. Is this going to really be materially different than what we've seen before? Do we even want a reunion? I don't know. I just want the show to be good. Is it too hard to ask for good? We're going to find out. I'm Lieutenant Mark, and I'm signing out, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. We'll see when I can get the review up.